Hey guys, I hope you all are staying safe and healthy. Okay, so in my last speech, I spoke about the problems that we as college students face when it comes to voting. Today, in my speech, I want to talk about the bigger issues that we, especially college students, face. Who to vote for. So, many young women, men and women, especially college students, don't have a candidate that we feel like we want to vote for. So we just say, we're not going to vote. Today I'm going to talk about why we should vote even if there isn't a candidate that we support. I'm also going to touch on why voting affects college students directly. One thing we need to remember when it comes to voting is that there are options. There are primaries that we can vote for and see, like there are options on the primary so we can see who we want to vote for. There are debates we can attend or we can watch online so we can see who we want to vote for. Not voting because we don't see anyone we like is not being politically active. We can be politically active by going to the biggest search engine in the world, Google. We Google just about everything. So why don't we Google the people running for office? Every single candidate that runs for any political office has a campaign website. We can Google that person and that we want to vote for, and their campaign website will come up. We can look at their stances on hot button issues such as gun control or criminal justice reform, just to name a few. By looking through all these websites for these politicians, we'll be able to find a candidate that we support or closely represents our ideas and our values. As I stated in my other speeches, being politically active can help us to pass crucial pieces of legislation. Being politically active means voting, even though there is not a candidate that you feel is completely right for you. If you do your research, you'll be able to find somebody who's closest to your ideas. For example, let's just say the presidential elections. There are many people that you could research, well, not now, but there were many options for people. You could find out who you wanted to support. So now, between the two, let's say Democrats, you can find out by Googling, you can find out Bernie Sanders' stance on marijuana legislation or Joe Biden's stance on Medicare for all. It's just Googling and doing your research to figure out which candidate for local, state, federal offices you feel best represents you and who would be a great representative for you. Voting is important for us, especially college students. We're all about to graduate, some sooner than others, but we're all about to be actual adults within the next couple of years. What we do now will have an effect on us for close to a decade. Voting is a part of this. Who we elect to be our president will affect us for the next 4, maybe 8 years. Who we elect to be our senator will affect us for the next 6 years. Our congressperson, the next 2 years. Voting affects us directly because our representatives will pass legislation and laws and support bills that can affect our way of life. Who we decide to represent us as senator, congressperson, president will impact us greatly. This is why it's important to vote. Voting means you have a say in who represents you. Voting is also a form of being politically active. We vote and we help make our voices heard. If you're looking for a more direct way to be politically active, I just want to say that the census is out and it's available for everyone to fill out. The census is a short 10-question survey that just asks you questions on where you live. If the census is not filled out, we risk being underrepresented in our districts and we won't be able to get proper healthcare that we need, proper healthcare funding, education funding. So fill out the census to get more accurate representation of you and your district. Take time to fill out the census. Go to my2020census.gov. Thank you.